from. Thank y'all so much for stopping by the live stream again. Shout out to the NTZ crew. I know y'all on here. I know Michael Beecher Life is traveling. I believe he's traveling to another country. I'm not for sure. I'm thinking it's Singapore. But I know Jacob Tange is going to be on here. What's up to all my fourth quarter members? That's Jeffrey Tatter. Give me freedom. What's up? What times it travels? That's Jacob Tange right there. Appreciate you, man. I love LaChine. All my old heads. That's retired 2019. Golden Gate. All my old heads. That's Doubtful Genius. I see you, man. Thank you. Ben and Sabu, what's up? He said, hopefully I don't miss it this time. Well, it should be 9:30, Ben, over there in Sabu. And he came to my meet and greet. He came to a couple of my meet and greets. Y'all need to support his channel, man, because he lost his channel some kind of way. He said his phone was hacked or something. He can't get into his old. He was Philippine Extremes before. But welcome to the chat. Any new viewers and subscribers, welcome. And anybody catching this on replay. The peso is 57.2. Now, it's supposed to be falling against the dollar, but it looks like it's gaining. I mean, I actually read a news article that said it's in right before I left Manila, and it says the peso was going to fall to 61 pesos to $1 by the end of the year. Well, I hope it starts dropping. The name of the vlog, the live stream is, Back to Reality, the Wake Up Call Part 2. But this is your live stream. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. I really appreciate y'all, man. I'm just trying to get back on track. I want to give a shout out to TJ and W Secrets of Success. They checked in on me. TJ said, man, how you doing? He said, how's just, your vlogging schedule? Because he knows I usually put out one every day or something, but I'm trying to get back on track, man. It's jet lag. It's always worse coming back home than when you go to the Philippines. When you go, either way it's going to hit you, but when you go to the Philippines from here, you're going into the future. But then when you come back, you're coming back in time. It's hard to shake, man. Like, I stayed up to about 10 o'clock last night. I went to sleep, but then I woke up at 2. And I didn't go back to sleep till 4. Then I got up at 8. Then I went to sleep at 2. Then I got up at 4:30 or something like that. And I really don't have a cold. I'm just congested. I feel normal. But my nose is either stuffy or runny. Either one. But yeah, man, I'm trying to get back on track. Because I'm never sick, man. The only time I'm sick is when I make that trip. Hey, get the thumbs up, guys. Let's get the thumbs up, man. Show me some support. Also 7 said, cool beans. Let's see what you got. What time is the travel says, what time is it, Cal? From Tijuana. Wow. Now, that's one of my little favorite places. But hell, the last time I went to Tijuana, you didn't even need a passport. I think you need a passport now. I want to say 2000, let's see. Was it 2002? Yeah, but you still didn't need a passport. It might even been 2001. He said, looking forward to the second live. He said, trying to send you some money. Ironic that I don't want to send anything until you hit the States, but life's just crazy like that. Yeah, just hit my PayPal, man. I got a PayPal. If you want to support the channel, it all goes to my spin wheel. But I tell you what, $20 is nothing over here today. I mean, I appreciate that. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying that when I left here, $20 was still money. It's nothing now. I'm almost embarrassed to give my grandkids. I got some I got one granddaughter. My oldest granddaughter. I want to say she's 15. I don't know what how she's gonna feel when I give her $20, because everything's expensive over here, man. I mean, it really is. I had some good Chinese food today. The Chinese food was $4 and something when I left. It's 11.50 today. What's up, Saran? A lot? Yeah, I went through your town. I'm pretty sure your stomping grounds, because I was from Chicago to Indianapolis. Well, yeah, and then from Indianapolis to Louisville. We said, damn, I miss Mexico. I really love Tijuana, man. That's the first place I really saw mega prostitution. Now, I don't fool with prostitutes, but we were over there. We were actually in, let me see, where were we? LA. And we drove. We rented a van and we drove to San Diego, then to Tijuana. And I don't know the name of the street, but as far as you could see, on both sides of the street, there was prostitutes. They were lined up, right next to each other, shoulder to shoulder. I mean, for the whole way. And our supervisor, he bought him something. I think it was like $50. This is like 2001 or 2002. Poppy, he said, what's good, young fella? What's up, Kevin? He said, if you had a chance to video chat with your family in the Philippines since you've been in America. Yeah. It's hard, though, because I'm trying to get readjusted to the Eastern Standard Time. I be forgetting what time it is over there. Because I was trying to chat Maryland today. It would have been 3:45 her time in the morning. So I was sure she was asleep. I'm thinking like, wow, what am I doing? But yeah, I have. What's up, Madoff? He said my chat replies are taking up the whole screen. What's up, Jason? He said, already wearing some Houston garb. Hey, I told y'all this was my favorite shirt. It's comfortable, man. He said, what's the biggest surprise being back? Well, I've only been back 48 hours, but I'm going to be honest with you, man. It's a lot of young people walking around here. I mean, it's like they lost. And y'all know I don't put anybody down, but, my buddy came and picked me up today. He was just kind of riding me around. And we went past a couple of food pantries. And, man, the lines were so long. The police were there as security at both places. And what shocked me was the people in line, they were young and able-bodied people. And I'm like, I'm trying to understand, because, I haven't been in America for 6 years. I don't know what's going on over here. I'm like, because I asked, I call him Pee Wee. His name's Kerry. I was like, man, why ain't they working? He's like, they don't want to work. I was like, man, in America, you can easily get a job. But I think that's what surprised me, Jason. Because I expect more. I'm proud to be an American, man. I am. But I expect more from Americans, man. See, the couple of friends I've seen so far, they either doing really, really well or they're hitting on hard times. There's no in between. There's no middle of the road. But these young people standing in line waiting for these food boxes, that's shocking to me. Because, it's like third world to me. See, but that's the good thing about America. That's your tax dollars at work. I know a lot of you people, you get, angry when you see your tax dollars going to really help other Americans who are down on their luck. But when you're in the places like the Philippines and other countries, they don't have that safety net, man. I was doing that for Filipinos in San Carlos City during the pandemic. They don't have a government doing that, but these are like charities. But yeah. He said, are there single middle-aged women available there? What do you mean, the Philippines? Oh, absolutely. One guy, he's a black guy, too. And he's a friend of mine on Facebook. He's in the Philippines now. He lives there. I don't know if he's married, but I think he is married. I'm not sure. But he said, some people, their preference are young women. He said, but somebody has to date the aunties. That's what he called them, aunties. And he's in the swimming pool with like six, middle-aged women. They look to be in late 30s, early 40s. And yes, it's a bunch of them because they're getting overlooked. Okay, remember Marilyn was 36 when I met her, but the women in their 40s are getting overlooked, and the only ones they're really getting are the real old men in the 70s and 80s, and that's why you catch a lot of flack from. That's who you catch the flack from when you dealing with young women over there, and when you got an age gap. That's who is on your case and trying to make fun of you and laugh at you. It's the middle-aged women because they're overlooked, man. But yeah, it's a lot of them. What's up, Ron Lawson? Rob Sampson says bringing back forward Sunday. See, I just got here now with. I'm glad you brought that up because I would have never known. He said coming back to the States, jet lag sucks. I wake up at 3 and can't get back to sleep for about 3 hours. Yeah, see, that's what happened to me. I'm waking up in the middle of the night. I'm going to sleep at the regular time, but then I'm waking up and I can't go back to sleep. And then it's 2 hours here, 3 hours here. It saps your energy, man, but it's a little bit better. I feel a little bit better today. A. Patterson said, Calvin, what's the women looking like around Louisville? Not to get you in trouble, but how's the contrast compared to the Philippines? Well, there is no contrast because it's winter here, man. And, and then everybody's at work. There's droves of women. It's just so many women in the Philippines. The weather, so they're out. You can see them. Here, you can't see them. I saw a decent looking older white woman in Kroger's yesterday, but I just really haven't been out and about yet. Now, this weekend, I'll see some people, but it's nothing compared to over there, man. Come on. Because the weather, number one, and number two, the women over here, if they're nice looking and they still, got a little money and everything, they're not looking at you, man. They're just so delusional. I wouldn't even give them the pleasure of turning me down. I'm not looking at you, lady. I'm looking at you with respect. I'm not looking at you trying to date you. I don't want your phone number and all that. I'm truly saying that because I'm not going to give them the pleasure to shoot me down because they would just love to do that. The way they look at you, like, don't you dare say anything to me. Now, don't worry. I'm not. He said, Tyrone Green said, link a new cash app to your bank account so you can use it around the world. So that would be the easiest way for some of us. Hey, thank you for that. See, now that I'm in America, I could do that because now I've got a Zelle account too. A guy told me to open up a Zelle account, and I did. That's linked to my Capital One. I guess I linked the cash app because you can't do it. You can't open up a cash app in the Philippines. Anywhere outside the United States. You can open it here. Now, once I open it here, I'll be able to use it. As long as I get the VPN and all that, I'll be able to access it. He said, better give her 50. Yeah, inflation, man, it is. But somebody made a comment under this video I did today, and he was like, is it just me? Do you feel like a stranger when you come back home? And yeah, I was telling Kerry that today. I was just looking around. I was like, man, I don't even know this place anymore because the buildings that used to be there, they're torn down. And something else is there now. The businesses that I used to frequent, they done went out of business. They're tore completely down. Gentrification is really taking over my neighborhood, man. And it's like, I don't know nothing. They got a brand new YMCA in my neighborhood. Now you talking about a culture shock. That's a shock seeing that there. I used to have to go downtown on Third and Broadway. As a third Muhammad Ali, a third and Chestnut to go to the Y. Now it's just right there. He said, "Facts, Cal. I'm about to put this little 5 foot yummy 6 senorita in my suitcase. She treat me real good." Yeah, he said, "Tijuana's heaven. Only place I trust for some decent blow." Yeah, it's crazy, man. I was over there. I actually been to Tijuana twice. One time when I was in the Navy, stationed in San Diego for A school, and the other time I was either 2001, 2002. And some of them women, man, some of them prostitutes, y'all know I don't deal with prostitutes, but man, they were looking good. And you know, you out on the road, because I'm working with this, it was called, what's the name of this place? But what we were doing was we were replacing the spent catalyst in these reactors. We'd go all around the country. And then when I left, they started going overseas, replacing it with new catalysts. And we travel all over. And you know, you wouldn't have a woman out there or anything. But when we went to Tijuana, it was the only time I was really tempted to do something like that, because man, they was looking good. But you know, there's no telling what they got. What's up, Anthony Williams? Michael Alexander, what's up? He said, "Shout out from Thailand, my friend. What's up, Rational Logic?" Rashad said, "Unc, you got to understand the pain and suffering we go through in this climate." Yeah, I do. That's what I said today, Rashad. I can really relate to y'all now. But I always could, because I was in your shoes before. But it just seems so strange being back now and going through it now. You know, it's a wake-up call, man. When you wake up and the sun's not shining, it's not 82 degrees, you know, you don't have, you know, the woman next to you like that. You know, Marilyn's at the gym now, probably. No, what's it? It'd be 9. No, it's in the morning. See, I'm mixed up. I'm thinking she's at the gym because it's 8:30 here. No, she's just now getting up. She's probably at the market. Yeah, you missed that. He said, "Grown men willing to throw it away for good feminine energy, even if it's transactional." Yeah, man. You're right, though. But I've always understood you, Rashard. I was right there, man. I was right there in 2009. It's just that I became spoiled, man. You know, it's just human nature. You start taking stuff for granted. See, I became accustomed to a lifestyle in the Philippines, man, and I was taking for granted, really. Because I was waking up every day and there was. Whatever I wanted. Anytime I wanted. How I wanted. Okay? How many times I wanted. There was never any hesitation. And now I'm getting withdrawal symptoms, man. But yeah, I can relate to y'all over there. See, these long distance relationships, I don't do them, man. I'm going to get back as soon as I can. So that's why one thing I'm going to tell you guys, that you need to come back to get that unconditional love, man. Because unconditional love, my daughter has shown me here, and my buddy Carrie today. See, you need that. I'm going to get a whole lot of that. I'm going to get enough of that, get loved on and everything like that. Make some more memories to sustain me when I go back. To hold me when I go back, because you need it, man. You know, Booby, if it wasn't for Booby, see, Booby's the only one over there with unconditional love. Now, does Marilyn love me? Yeah, but I think it's conditions. That when you're in a relationship, there's always going to be conditions. I don't mean to say that in a bad way, but it is. If I stop doing the things that I agreed to do, there's going to be a problem. With Booby, it don't matter. But it's just one person, Booby. Over here, man, you need that, man. You're going to miss that overseas. Okay? You're going to be walking around and you're not going to know anybody. And that's most of the time. At least I'll see a familiar face when I'm here. He said, yeah, a lot of young fiends. Yeah, it's sad, man. Because I'm like, What happened to the land of opportunity? I'm pretty sure it is still here. I'm from. You remember, I'm from Napoleon Hill and Dr. Dennis Kimbrough, Armandino. The opportunities within you. Okay, you gotta want it. It's here if you want it. Okay, because my daughter's doing pretty good. She's a dental assistant, but she's going back to school to be a nurse. I'm not really proud of her, but I'm shocked, to be honest with you, that she would be the one that I could depend on when I got here. Okay, because I'm thinking she's immature, she's young, 22, and she's on the ball, man. She's real responsible. I'm pleasantly surprised because you don't know what you're walking into. I don't have nothing over here. I don't even have winter clothes. Carrie hooked me up today. I was gonna have to spend, don't tell me how much money on some damn winter clothes. But he came through and he was like, man, I was embarrassed to take this stuff. And he's single. He never had children. He's the type of guy, man, he saves his money. He got a brand new 2025 Toyota Camry, man. You can't even hear this thing. It's electric. He paid cash for it. I think he paid $32,000 for it. He's got that kind of money, though. He paid his house off early. He just got all these clothes, man. He was just throwing stuff at me. Here, man. I'm going to show you these Nikes he gave me. They're brand new. He gave me a pair of Adidas, too. But these are brand new Nikes, man. Because we wear the same size, 10. And we real tight, man. But I'm saying, you don't know what you walking into. And for my daughter to be waiting for me at that airport, man. I mean, the airport. The Greyhound bus station, man, meant everything to me. Hey, USA Ray, thanks for that super sticker. I appreciate it, man. But that unconditional love, man, you need that. You got a wake-up call, man. It's real, though. He said, young and able-bodied homeless people are everywhere in San Diego, Cal. I just don't understand it, man. I mean, man, trust me, I used to be in those lines. Okay, when I got sober, I was in a homeless shelter. They just had a recovery program. But when you had to go eat breakfast and lunch, you had to go on the outside. So I was very fortunate to get sober, to even be a drunk in Louisville, Kentucky, because this is like the recovery capital of the United States. If you homeless, it's here. They've got food, jobs, clothing, recovery. They got it all here. And I've seen those lines before, but the people were older. They were more grizzled. These people were young, man. I mean, they were young. They were in their 20s. A lot of them, early 30s. They was just, wanting their handout. I'm like, wow. It's crazy, man. It is a culture shock to me. I mean, there's no pride at all. They've thrown the pride out the window. Because that's what was hindering my recovery in the beginning. Because I'd be in the line, waiting for the food, the food line in one of the other homeless places, because they were teaching you humility. And like my first week, I'm hiding, man. Whenever I see somebody, a car come by, I'm hiding. But then all of a sudden, this one day, I was like, fuck it, man. It is what it is. I'm trying to get my life together. And I didn't care anymore. So I understand that. But yeah, these people are young, man. It's like they're not trying, they're giving up, man. He says it's not easy. It's not as easy as it used to be to get a good job. Now we were riding around today, and the radio, they said Amazon is hiring up to $22 an hour or something. Man, there's jobs in America. Hell, you can go to the damn what do you call it? The temporary place. Man, there's jobs here. He said, young folks, to me, those under 35, don't want to work. I worked 3 jobs to get through college. And the ones that wasn't in that line, man, they're just walking around, man, especially a lot of young women, man, and it's scary to me. Because I raised 4 daughters, man. And you see these young girls out there, you know they being abused and used, to get on in drugs and stuff, man. But I mean, it's just more, excuse me, because he came and picked me up about 11 in the morning. And they're out there, man. If anybody's familiar with Louisville, Dixie Highway, 18th Street, they used to be the stroll. Well, it still is. And they walking up and down 18th Street, not a care in the world, not realizing there's a recovery all around them if they want the help. They don't want it. He said the U.S. dollar got weak against the peso because of Trump's stupid ass tariffs. He said it's 57.45 now. Right before I hit this, it's at 57.20. I hope it's going up. He said the economy's tough over here. Evidently, man. So we got to get tougher then. Mike Alexander said, Brother Calvin, it's hard right now for a lot of people. Yeah, I'm trying to understand. I wouldn't dare put anybody down. But he asked me, Jason, I think he's still in the Philippines. He's a friend of mine. I consider him a friend. I've met him. Him and his wife, we had dinner together at the Cafe Racer. And I had them try that steak. He asked me what's the thing that shocked me, and that was. On top of the weather, man, it's just those dreams are starting back. And now I'm dreaming that I'm in the Philippines. I mean, I had a dream last night. It was so real. I'm just laying there next to Merlin like we always do with talking. And then, of course, I wake up and it's like, oh, man. Okay, I guess I'm going to have them until I get back. He said, hey, y'all, I'm young. I'm a young guy, 30 years old, grinding hard in corporate life for 6 years now. We out here. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, I know that y'all out there. But it just shocked me to see we rolled past 2 food pantries. Because I think it's a certain time of the month. Because, hell, it's only the 7th. I know a lot of them people probably get those disability checks and stuff. FDC checks. It used to be that money would last to at least the 10th of the month. Now, hell, they out there in the 7th of the month. He said, I'm 40. I worked for 24 years. I'm done working, bro. Yeah, but you got a plan, Saran a lot. That's a big difference, man. These people are walking around, they have no plan. I'm so thankful, man, that I got good people around me, man. And that's why I started this community. Man, you need people today. I mean, all that, I'm independent and I'm going my own way and all that. Man, that's for fools, man. You don't know when you're going to need somebody, but you're going to need him. You're going to need them. Okay? I mean, you can't live as good of a life as I live in the Philippines. But the minute that I got to the United States, I had nothing, man. It's a wake-up call. I'm depending on people now. Even though it would be for a short while, I'm depending on people, man. I'm glad that they were there to answer the call. They were at their post. But all this, I'm going my own way. And this is what I tell guys when they come overseas. Stop hiding, man. Come on out to these meet and greets and get to know your neighbors and all that, man, because we make it look easy, man. It's not easy all the time. It's not easy, man. You get lonely over there. Hey, J-Dub, thanks for that super chat. He said, take care of yourself in that cold weather. Yeah, I'm going to get me a hat. My daughter was trying to give me a hat. You see how big my head is. It just looks so funny. I'm not used to wearing hats. I gave it back to her. I said, here, take that damn thing. I like Mr. Pumpkinhead with that thing on. But yeah, I'm going to get me a hat. I got here at a good time, though. It's supposed to be 72 degrees on Tuesday. Okay. My daughter told me that. I was like, yeah, but it's not Tuesday. And, 72, I mean, it's a big deal over here. In the Philippines, you be freezing. It's 72. He said, only people I can relate to is my age or older. He said the young crowd is on a different wave level in the States. I don't know what it is. but it's too many of them walking around here. And the one, and then you got that other 1%, the dangerous ones, where they don't have nothing to lose and they killing and they getting killed. Y'all saw the everybody's a rapper when they get killed. Now I never heard of these guys. I guess if I got shot, they'd call me a rapper. But in Houston, Texas, him and his 5-year-old daughter, he's at the car wash. His ops. Now they killed him. I'm like, well, what are you killing him for? I mean, it's crazy, man. See, you got that 1% over here. They're dangerous, man. I'm hoping I don't see them. I run into them because I have before. See, wearing a shirt like this, it never crossed my mind until now. That wearing a shirt like this can put my life in jeopardy today. Okay, I had no idea. I wasn't even thinking about it until right now. Because that element's out there, man. They just stay ignorant, man. That's all you can say. What's up, Jeff? He says, greetings, Cal. I'll be back in the Matrix next month. I'll drive down from Indy to catch your Matrix meet and greet. Yeah, it will. I'm going to give it about, okay, I'm going to start looking this weekend for a place. TJ said Hooters, but there's really no Hooters close to me. The Hooters that used to be right around the corner closed. So maybe I'll find a place like that. But I'm going to at least make it 2 to 3 weeks out to give people enough chance who really want to come. Because, man, I like to meet y'all. My support is here. I'm also going to meet with the guy tomorrow who designs the T-shirts and stuff. And this is going to be interesting because this guy is really, really good. I'm going to see what he can come up with the Sunshine Shoulders, with, the 8,000 Mile Club or whatever it is, We're going to bump heads together because now I can get the regular sizes. Because I plan on taking some back to the Philippines with me too. Hey, U.S. Army veteran, thanks for that super chat. He says, yo, Cal, bro, we got the same first name in ethics. I want to hit you up at some point because I do want to visit the Philippines. I don't want anything for free. I work for everything. I would need your advice at some point. Yeah, put my email up, Jacob Tanjay. And just hit me up and then we can communicate. We can go from there, man. Because I tell you, man, I miss the Philippines already. He said the Philippines weather is better. Yeah, absolutely. It's depressing, man. In the winter time, and y'all know if you someplace where you get real winter over here, man, it's lonely. It breeds loneliness and isolation. Nobody's outside. I forced myself. I was so glad, man, that Kerry called me today because I called him and left a message. And he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna come and pick you up." He's gonna come and pick me up tomorrow. As a matter of fact, we're going to pick my son up tomorrow because, man, I was isolated for 2 days. I mean, it's cold. You can't go anywhere. I didn't have nothing to wear. And that's one of the reasons I left. I'm not going to revert back to the mental health that I was suffering from when I went in 2018. Now, I'll be down. I'm not going to do that. Thomas Marshall said, yeah, women are staying in the house. It's so cold outside. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He said, welcome back to invisibility, Cal. Yeah, it's true. And that's, see, when I meet with my family tomorrow, that's when all the questions are coming. Why have you been gone so long? Because I would rather be Sir Calvin over there than nothing over here. My phone don't ring. Nobody comes by to see me when I'm living here. Everybody's too busy with their own lives. They only miss you when you're gone. When you're here, they're not looking at you, man. When they talk about all them guys be talking about they living like a king. Man, that's subjective. I'm living like a king over there. By anybody's definition, certainly mine. Okay? All that's subjective, man. Just because they're not living that way, I promise you I am. Hey, Corey Moore, thanks for that super chat. He said, hey, Cal, it's depressing in the winter here in Kansas City. I want to link up with you my next visit to the Philippines. Yeah, man, come on. Because I know you were there while I was there, but I think, you were. Did you go to Thailand? When I rode the train back from LA to Chicago, we stopped in Kansas City. Then, I didn't know Kansas City was known for its barbecue. I mean, that was new to me. I thought it was like Memphis and Texas, but Kansas City is known for their barbecue. But absolutely, Corey. He said, hit the strip club. Nah, I ain't staying away from that strip club. He said, hey, the big cheese said, Cal, you really need to get into information technology, because you have a good work ethic and you can do the work online. It's a good idea, man, but I'm done working for real, man. My brother, he's 68. He'll be 69. No, he's 69. He's retired, but he's going back to work. He said he's bored. And say, I don't get bored. I don't get bored in the Philippines, man. If I was here, I'd probably get bored. I'd probably still be working, doing something. But I'm retired, really. YouTube is not work for me. For some people it is. But for me, it's not. I'm just on here having a conversation, showing people, how to live. Giving them some ideas. Maybe they can do it if they wanted to. But you got to be willing, man. It might not happen overnight for you. Give yourself some time. And remember, look around, man. The Philippines, there's so many places. There's more places than Dumaguete, Cebu, Angeles City, and Manila. This is the only places we go. You got to look at, man, so many places, man. See, I take for granted going to the beach anytime I want. There ain't no damn beaches over here, man. He said, have you been to Walmart yet, Cap? Or we're going in the morning after we pick my son up. I'm going to try to get me a gimbal, man, but I don't know if I could even afford it. I don't, because I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, you want me to open that? Okay. Huh? In my mind, I'm thinking it's like $49.99. I know I'm going to get a shock when I get there. But at least I can look around. What's up? He said, USA Ray said, what's up, Cal? Welcome home. Sammy Davis said, my Zelle works in the PI. Man does, too. He said, but Cash App doesn't because of the VPN. I may need to update the app in the US. There's supposed to be a new 400 cap using cash transfer apps. Yeah, I know it was it was supposed to have been 600, I heard. And then anything after that, they want to tax it. But you hear all kinds of stuff. But then it never, comes to fruition, man. So that's why I tell people, man, as much as you can, man, get it from the horse's mouth. Because Jason was asking me about something. And I was like, look, man, come, you in Dumaguete, come to the U.S. Embassy's going to be there. Come, man, they're going to answer all your questions. Okay? And he got something notarized, and he got his questions answered, because you get all kinds of stuff, man. I don't even know if they can tax. People, we're so worried about taxes. Not you, Sammy, but people that, it's like, why you should be on Musk and all these other guys, Zuckerberg. Make sure they're paying their taxes, man. I don't get it why y'all on our backs, the little man, but they want to tax everything. What's up, Jeffrey Talley? He says, I don't go back to the U.S. much. The 3 times I did, I felt like a damn tourist. Didn't even remember how to get to my grandma's house. Yeah, man, I've been calling my sister. She's 10 years older than me. She's a retired school teacher. And getting everybody's phone number. I don't know nobody's phone number. I don't know where anybody lives. It's crazy, man. I feel like a stranger here. I don't know this place. It's changed. But I did get some good news today. I went to an AA meeting today, and my nephew walked in. Well, he's my great nephew. And see, I broke the cycle of alcoholism and drug addiction in my family. See, there's no excuse now. They've got somebody they can look to and with some hope, okay? Because it affects my family on both sides, my mother's side and my father's side. And I saw him today, and I was happy, man, because I've been gone for 6 years. I didn't really know what he was doing. You know, when I left, he was just a decent guy, trying his best, work, take care of his kids. But now, if you show up at the A meeting at the healing place, okay, that's the bitter end. Okay, you ain't got too much further to go. You either going to the graveyard, the penitentiary or the graveyard. But it filled me with joy. I gave him $5. That's all I gave him. I wasn't gonna give him $20 because he may run off. That's enough to get them to run off. Darn, he said, how you handling that weather over there, man? Not good, man. Not good at all. I mean, even when I did my visa run to Thailand, it was hot in Thailand. So for 6 years and 2 months, it never went below 80 degrees. I mean, you grow accustomed to that. You take that for granted. Then you come over here, man. Now it's like, you can't even go outside. You be like, man, you're talking about a stark contrast. It would change your whole life. I forced myself to go out today. I'm going out today. I don't care how cold it is. But yeah, no, I'm not handling it well at all. He said, Cal, you missing the Philippines already? Man, come on. You know I am. I missed it the first day because, my woman's over there, man. I got a good woman, man. I got a damn good woman. And she treats me like a king, And I don't have that here. I miss her, man. We go everywhere together. We do everything together, They just spoil you, man, like that. And, yeah, I'm missing that, man. I'm missing all of that. I mean, the very first day, really. So Ron a lot, he said, I'm shirtless in cargo shorts listening to sugarcane trucks go by and trying to finish these stairs. Yeah, see, he lives about, I guess you live about, how far you live from San Carlos City? Because you make that trip all the time. MK Mobile Gaming says Mexico already closed the border. Wow, so no one can escape. Well, hell, there's so many Americans over there, man. Don't listen to the damn politicians, man. They're so hypocritical. But you got U.S. corporations over there doing business and everything. Look, that's the most expat. That's where most of the United States expats are. In Mexico. I don't have anything against Mexico, man. The earth is my home, man. Some politicians with that foolishness. You ain't gonna change nothing, man. You got 4 years, man. Get your shit together and then get on out of there. And then we'll clean it up, man. That's one thing as Americans. We'll come together in a catastrophe, okay? And that's what's going to happen. We'll put it back together. We'll figure it out. Yeah, when is depression? He said, are you going to get a retirement visa? Yeah, it all depends, man. Once, I'm going to cross that road when I get to it because I need my pension, see? Once my, Social Security kicks in, now we're talking. But if all I'm going to do is get that retirement visa just so I don't have to leave the country, it's not worth it, man. You can do so much with that retirement visa and those permanent resident visas over there. All we're getting them for is, I don't have to make the visa run. You don't realize you can go to school over there. You can work. You can open a business when you got those type of visas. People don't do that. The majority of people don't do it. There's some people who are smart enough to take advantage of that. If I'm going to give somebody even $1,500 to put up, certainly 10,000. Then there's another one that they want 20,000, depending on your circumstances. And all I'm gonna do is let it sit there, just so I don't have to make border runs. No, I'm going to do more than that. See? But if you get married over there, you can get that 13A. I think you got that Saran a lot, don't you? That's just as good as SRV, but you don't have to put that money up. But you got to get married. Hey, darling Mason, good day to you, Cal, and the Sunshine Show's community. You've been catching the replay. Glad to see you're safe and enjoying your time with the fam back in the States. Yeah, I'm going to make the best of it, man. It's got to be a silver lining eventually. He says, why you didn't bring Booby with you to meet his other siblings? Well, Booby is her and her grandmother got a real close bond. Remember, Booby's in school, man. There's no telling when I could be gone 2 months, 3 months. Then what? Booby's too young to just travel with me by herself. Now, I've seen people do it, but Booby's in school, man. She loves it over there. Eventually I will, though, when we can all come. It's just like my other 2 sons. The time will, because people used to ask me that. When you going to bring your sons to the state? Now they live here. Okay? They see, my son that lives in North Carolina, they don't get to see him. But my son that lives here, they see him all the time. They're going to see him tomorrow. But time will remedy all that. But right now, it's not the right time. She's only 4 years old. Booby's not going to, man, maybe the first night or 2, the next thing you know, she's going to be crying for her grandmother. Certainly her mother. What's up, man? Award 777. Aren't you in the, oh yeah, okay. He said, what's up, Cal? Sunshine Community. He said, the jet lag is real, Cal. I'm trying to stay awake in the Matrix right now. Though it's 4:48 a.m. Saturday at the desert. Yeah. Now, I know you're back here, but you're not going to be here long, are you? Lamar said relationships are mostly transactional. It's just a truth we don't talk about. Yeah, you enter into an agreement, man. Period. End of story. And that's usually when relationships start going south. One or both of y'all stop doing what you agreed to do. That's what it is, man. Why else would it be? Why else would it go bad? The couples that stay together and they're happy, they keep on going with the agreement. But when you start to, oh, I'm tired and all of that stuff, or, well, I don't want to, that's too expensive. No, let's not do that. And, when you stop doing your end, holding up your end of the bargain, then she stops holding up her end, it's going to be a problem. I don't have a problem with that. But if I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do, you're going to do what you say you're going to do. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. But love gets in the way, man. Y'all don't understand that. Love gets in the way. When you fall in love, now you figure, oh, I don't have to do it. If you love me, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to keep, spending so much money if you love me and all that? So don't fall in love, man. You're going to get a rude awakening, man. Y'all going to realize, man, that love, man, don't pay the rent over there. Love don't buy the rice. It don't do nothing. Remember, they've got love over there. They come from a close-knit society. But they don't have no money. That's what they want. I mean, y'all guys are in a delusion, man. I see these videos. I watch the same videos y'all watch. They're lying to y'all. Every last one of those guys, I don't care from the biggest ones over there to the smallest. If they got a woman next to them, they're paying. Okay, I don't care. They give you all this advice about relationships and stuff, but they never talk about that. I don't mind talking about it because that's what you're going to see when you get over there. Then when you get over there, you're like, well, Cal didn't tell me this. But it's really no big deal for real. All you got to do is put yourself first. Make sure every penny, every peso you spend, you're benefiting too. I'm not buying my woman an iPhone 15 Max or whatever it is, and she knows that. But I'll get her a nice motorcycle, which Merlin's got a nice motorcycle now. She sold her other one and got a new one. I'll do stuff like that because I'm going to benefit. Okay, I'm going to benefit from that house and all that stuff, right? But she knows she better not ask me. She wouldn't dare to do it. She's not like that. But that's when the wheels start falling off. You start over promising. Because love gets into the picture, man. They want you to fall in love, but man, you don't know. Your definition of love is so much different than theirs. No two people got the same definition of love. What is love anyway? He said, we paying over here. I think we just know the end is just around the corner. He said, isn't that part of being a man? Yeah. You're expected to take care of your family. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I don't get it, but see, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know who's putting these comments up and how old they are and what their psyche is. Because I'm thinking, okay, what's the problem with that? The problem is when you go overboard, we're overspending over there. Okay, we're overspending. There's nothing wrong with having a transactional relationship and you taking care of your family. But when you doing the things that we're doing, it's like you trying to buy the woman. She don't even know to ask you for that kind of money that you're giving her. They have no clue, just like you wouldn't have a clue over here, with $1 million. But that's exactly what we do. Hey, Corey, thanks for that super chat. He said, Calvin, men should try to connect with other expats living in the Philippines to learn and prepare for the relocation. That's exactly what this community's for. But we don't want to do it. We go over there and hide. We go over there and how can you see anybody else, Corey, when you got your head stuck up in the woman's ass? Because that's what happens. It's so cringy now. Everybody, oh, look at my Filipino, look at my girlfriend. Everybody's showing off these women over there. Y'all look like fools doing that. You don't have to do that. Okay? You better know what's going on over there. You better know how things work over there, how things move over there, and you better learn to adapt and all of that. The woman's going to be there. There's millions and millions and millions of them women over there. But y'all won't listen to that. Y'all get a woman and think you special now. I was watching a video the other day. I'm like, these guys are crazy. Y'all really messing it up by doing that. Okay? It's cringy to me. It's like, dude, act like you've been there before. Act like you didn't had a woman before. These guys are crazy because a lot of them haven't. A lot of the men that you see over there, man, they better be on their knees now thanking their God that there's a place like the Philippines. Because they wouldn't have nothing, man, and they showing it. They showing you. They act a damn fool over there, man, about them women. And that's the last thing you got to worry about. That's why you go broke, because all you focusing on is that woman. You're not trying to meet anybody. You're not trying to learn the language. You're not trying to do anything. You're not trying to learn your way around. Hey, Discerning Dash, thanks for that super chat. He said, Cal, all men pay, especially men in relationships. I'm married. He said, I bought my Filipino wife a Galaxy S25 Ultra because some women are worth spoiling. Yeah, but that's your wife, though. But you imagine, though, if your wife is probably looking at that phone like they all do. And she's like, wow, that's 50,000 pesos. And she can't believe it. She really, she can't appreciate that phone, man. She's thinking about what she can do with that 50,000. But yeah, you're right, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Hell, the motorcycle Merlin was riding is 160,000 pesos. But I'm benefiting from that too. But she wouldn't have been able to do that on her own. So yeah, I spoil her like that, but I don't be a fool about it. I mean, these guys act like they never had a woman before. It's just got bad, man. Frank White said $1 equals 2,630 Tanzanian shillings. So what's a Big Mac? 26,000 shillings, Frank? He said, shit, I'm paying for everything in Mexico for this woman. She eating good. She don't want me to leave. Okay, I got it right here, and I said it on the video. There's clearly defined roles in the Philippines. Okay, if you think you're being mistreated over here and disrespected over here as a man, then they're going to put you in the man's position over there. But some of us, we can't handle it. So your job over there is the maintainer, the provider, the protector. That's it. So if you have a problem paying, then you're going to be in conflict with what she's trying to do. But there's clearly defined roles over there. They're going to do everything else. You're going to pay the bills, though. He said, what kind of gimbal you need? One of my subscribers gave me a good gimbal. I forgot the name of it. I just need something that has a stabilizer on it. So when I'm walking, it don't shake. It don't have to be an expensive gimbal. Just one that has a real stabilizer on it. And, and moves as I move. Broke. Yeah, that's broke. It's cracked. Yeah, it's cracked. Okay, you hear your granny. I want to say. What did your granny say? Okay. But I can't even pronounce it. He sent it to me. I had it for about 2 years, and then the battery went dead, and come to find out, well, not the battery, the motor. That was the problem with that particular model. It was a China model, but it was real good. It was the best I've ever had. He said the only real love is a gay love, which had nothing to do with romance, chemistry, or petty emotions. Eros love. Yeah, who knows what love? What is love to you? It's different than it is to me. Is it a feeling? What is it? Is it an emotion? You don't even know what it is. You're probably feeling euphoria. That's probably what you're feeling. You calling it love. But I just don't know. Her definition is certainly going to be different than yours. Women think different. And we're the ones fall in love first. And men, we equate being physical with our love. And, a lot of times women don't understand that. And you got to understand, we want sex every day. A woman only wants it like 7 days a month for real. Okay, but when you got a woman that's willing to go along with you for those 30 days, man, yeah, okay, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, women really, biologically, they only want it 7 days out of the month. See, that can cause some problems, man. When you want it every day. But that's where the culture comes in. It's a different culture. Filipinos, they spoil you. They're happy to do that for you. They feel it's their obligation. They don't have a problem. It's like, I'm doing my part. But you better do yours. He said, Journey with Devout Jack. He said, hey, Cal, I just finished watching your last 3 videos of your trip back home. I try to watch you anytime I get. I'm pleased to finally catch you live. Hey, thank you, man. I wish you would have been able to. I wonder if you were are you in Davao? Man, we had a great meet and greet in Davao. Probably the best one we've ever had. TJ set it out. It was really nice. It was at the Aeon Towers on the top floor, at the DJ, the open bar. It had it all, man. The infinity pool. What's up, P Monies? Thanks for that super chat. He said, what's up, man, from Sydney, Australia? Now, I haven't been to Australia, but that was on my list when I left in 2009. I made a list. I said, I'm going around the world. I knew I was going to Perth, Australia, and I just put the Philippines. I wasn't specific because I didn't know anything about the Philippines, but I heard so much about Perth, Australia, and the Philippines when I was in the Navy. What's up, Mr. Ray 504? Thanks for that super chat. He said, Cal, how much should I walk around with when I land in the Philippines? I already have 10,000 pesos, so I don't have to go to the ATM when I land. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. That's actually a lot. I usually don't walk around with any more than 5,000 unless I'm going to the mall specifically to buy something, or maybe I'm taking the family out to eat. Because you're going to see when you get over there, 10,000 is a lot. Unless you're going to buy some shoes, some real expensive Hoka shoes, Brooks, Nike. That's a lot of money. I wouldn't carry any more than that. I know what times the travel said his nephew was walking around with 30,000. You don't need to do that. You don't want to do that. But yeah. 5,000 is about the most I ever have. Now, if I'm going to the grocery store, I may take 6 or 7. Because that's usually what I go to the grocery store about 2 or 3 times a month. And I usually spend anywhere from 5 to 7,000 pesos. That's the only time I carry money like that on me. Or if I've got to go to the bank and get money to pay the electric bill, and my electric bill is about 8,000 pesos now. It's just been leveled out. For the last 3 months, it's been 8,000. 1 month, it was 7 something. But my water bill's going up over there. I don't know what's going on. Now, Frank White, I've got a friend in Tanzania right now. He's built a nice house. I mean, a beautiful house. And now he been and built the house. And now he's sending me WhatsApp videos and stuff. He even built a swimming pool in the front yard. He's living good over there. He married but his wife's not Tanzanian, but she's African, and they had the traditional African wedding. But he's got a daughter in the Philippines. That's when I met him. See, this is the type of guys I deal with. He came all the way to the Philippines to get his daughter to CRBA. He used to work at the embassy in the Philippines, and had a relationship, had a daughter, but he came back and did the right thing. See, those are the type of men I deal with, man. I don't deal with those slackers like that, man. You have a baby by a woman over there and you don't do the right thing by her. Man, this man came all the way to the Philippines and only stayed just long enough. Imagine how the jet lag and everything he was dealing with. And just those long, boring ass flights. There's nothing wrong with flying. It's just boring as hell. Unless you in first class. Then he came all the way here. He only stayed like 2 or 3 days. Turned around, went back. But he said he likes African women. I don't blame him. Everybody's got their preference. But, we don't make videos like that. Do the black men prefer Filipinos or something like that? We should, instead of the other way around, because they make me angry. They piss me off. They're like, why wouldn't you like me? Who are you to be talking about you don't like me? And why should I be offended when I got every damn thing? Don't get me started on that. But they still making those videos. And y'all still clicking on them. It's foolish, man. It's ignorant. And I don't like it. I did my video and talked about that. You should be asking me. Because I can go anywhere in the world. I choose to go there. My passport takes me all over the world. They can't go anywhere. They can't go any damn where. And they sit up there, you like black men or white men? What about everybody else? It's too shallow, man. We live in a different time, man. We don't need that. But it just pisses me off when they, and then why would you ask that question anyway when it's obvious that every black man you see on the video in the Philippines that wants a woman has one? It's all clickbait. That's clickbait. Okay? That's the stupid answer. What answer are you looking for that? What's up, W? Secret to Success? He said, relationships, women go with the best providers. Doesn't matter if you're paying with dollars or goats and sheep, probably chickens in the Philippines. Yeah, they want that, man. They want you to provide. But what guys are doing, they're trying to come over there with no money. They don't believe it. They think that, that I don't know who they listening to. Oh, I'm young. Well, not the young guys, they always ask me. You're not exempt, man. 18 to 80. Now it's 90. Because I got a good friend, he's 90 over there living his best life. If you bringing something to the table, there's somebody over there for you. That's just part of the game. Learn the rules, man, and you can play the game better. Okay, if you playing basketball, you ain't going to keep shooting the ball in the opponent's basket, are you? You got to learn the rules. The only time you're going to get points is you shooting your own damn basket. We coming over there, we act like we don't need to know the rules over there of that game. That's a game over there. Okay? You see these guys on there, they're all, they really think that, I got a real normal relationship, and they brag about it. There's nothing normal about those relationships over there. It's abnormal. You 70, she's 25. You 63, she's 23. There's nothing normal about that. Okay, those women are with us for what we can do for them. Okay, I don't think it's any different anywhere else, but for the most part, yeah. But so why men going over there thinking that, I'm handsome, I'm young, look at my muscles. The Filipino women gonna flock on me. They're gonna walk right by you and get with the man in the wheelchair. Okay, and you're gonna be sitting there looking stupid. Corey Moore, thanks for that super chase. Cal, I don't need love. I need respect, loyalty, honesty. Yeah, as long as that's in the agreement, I'm good. Mabuti in the mind. Yeah, it is in the agreement. This is what we talk about all the time. Trust. If I gotta put trust first. Okay, if I can trust you, trust comes before love. Yeah, respect me. Like you said. Don't be playing no games with me. I'm going to change your life. I'm going to take you places you never been before. Okay, appreciate that. Don't be playing games with me. We know this is a mixed match relationship. Okay, we're misfits and all that. But put some respect on my name and my time and my effort just to come over to see you. I mean, because they've never done it. You gotta carry that message to the woman. Lady, do you realize what I went through to come over here to see you? And now you want to play games with me and all that stuff like that? Do you really think there's 100 other men that's going to get on that plane? I was in the air 17 hours altogether. It would have been 18 if I'd have took that last regional jet from Chicago to Louisville. You really think there's 100 men lined up to do that for you? Yeah, you better think again. You better put some respect on my name and what I'm doing. Don't play with my time over here. If you're not interested really in this partnership, that's what it is, this arrangement, this agreement, then go somewhere else. But we don't do that. We go over there thinking these women really love us and all that stuff. And we lose all track of what's really going on over there, and you end up losing. You end up spending more than you plan on spending, and then, you find yourself in a position like Jim and Daxel. He done spent all that money. I don't think he can go back to that province. But y'all won't listen. What's up, Discerning Dash? Thanks for that super chat. He said, I agree with you, Cal. You tell it how it is. All men pay. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Look at what you're going to get in return. And you got to live. I'm not going to cheat myself. I'm bringing my woman along with me. We're going to live good. We're going to go on vacation 2 or 3 times a month. And we're going to have the latest motorcycle. You got a brand new house. Okay, we own that. Just work with me. But I'm not going to waste any money. I'm not going to buy you a pair of diamond studded, flip flops and all that crazy stuff that we do over there. Buying those women those big gigantic rings over there, they're only going to pawn them. They're more. I would buy her like a nice gold band. They would appreciate that more. And you may not have to spend $200 for it. You're going to get the woman killed. Okay? But the only thing that's going to save her is they're not going to think it's real. That's what was the woman that used to be married so many times? What was that actress? I think Liz Taylor. She said, they was asking her, said, why do you wear so much jewelry? She said, well, the jewelry's not real, but because I'm Liz Taylor, they think it's real. So when you pour and you got a big ass giant diamond on your hand, they're gonna think it's fake. But why waste all that money doing something like that? Just because it's your money? You're gonna need that money. Hey, Patterson, thanks for that super chaser. Calvin, with that Social Security check helped much when you return to the Philippines. Absolutely, man. I work for it, and then what I'm going to do, I'm not going to leave money on the table. I'm going to, have Booby and my other kids. They're going to get checks. They'll split the check, but so what? I work for that money. So I'm going to really be getting 4 checks. One for me and then one each for them. Yes, it's going to help. We work for that stuff, man. I think that's part of the argument because my buddy Kerry, he's 67. He got his this year when he turned 67. So he can work as much as he wants without being penalized. Me, they're going to penalize me, meaning I can only earn so much, but that's okay because I'm in the Philippines. And then I have Booby, whatever Booby's part of the Social Security is, we'll have that in the house too. Remember, I don't have a rent. We built the house already. So we got that out of the way. But I was over there for, 12 years before I ever bought a house. Because I didn't know how things worked over there for real. Thomas said, you better pay or you're going to be one lonely dude. Yeah, you're not going to get, what everybody else is getting over there or what you should be getting. Man, do you guys realize the women that you have over there? It's just something out of a dream for you. You would never have that over here. So put some respect on that. I mean, get what you want, but don't get in the way of her getting what she wants. But you just can't be a fool about it. Some of us just lose our minds, man. I can't watch some of these videos anymore. They act like they just never had a woman before. They just put her out there and, look at what I got. And they're just so happy. And it's like, they're crazy, man. I mean, you can be thinking that in your mind, because that's what I do. I'm like, whoa, look at this. But I would never be all showing it because I've been there before. Act like you've been there, man. He said, lots of vets in the chat. Yeah, glad all brothers and sisters in arms come together. It's true, man. We need to do that anyway. Y'all don't realize there's a class warfare going on right now. But they'll put that color, they'll put that race and gender and all that in to get you fighting down here, to get you distracted. But meanwhile, they're sucking all the air out of life over here. U.S. Army veteran said, Cal, you're usually just sitting in your chair when you're doing your vlogs, but you do your walks also, so I guess you need it. Yeah, over here, I don't have a choice, really. I'm going to have to get out. And I want to kind of show people where I'm from anyway. So I'm going to show y'all the house that I lost in my divorce over there. And, the market was turned upside down because I was told, now I never seen any paperwork. It was an African couple that bought the house. Now I paid 114. Well, 100. They wanted 114,000. This is in 2004. They gave me 5,000 toward my closing to get me to buy the house because the owner was in the nursing home. They trying to sell it. So we lived in it about 7 years. When things fell apart. So I probably still owed 100,000 on it. I'm sure. But I was told they bought it for 41,000. Well, I'm gonna show you that house. I'm gonna show you the house that I lived in when I moved to the Philippines because I was renting a house, a nice house. Because I live in we're in Chavley now. I meant to say the outskirts of Louisville today on my video. I couldn't. I lost my train of thought. I didn't know. I didn't want to say the suburbs. This isn't the suburbs. This is like the county. The city and county. We're not even 10 minutes from town. We're 5. We're just right on the outskirts. But this is a diverse neighborhood. You got black, white, Asian, everything. And that's, I wanted to make sure when I bought my Filipino wife over here that I bought her into that sort of neighborhood. I wasn't going to bring her into an all black neighborhood. I wanted her to have some diversity. And this Chavley has a lot of diversity. And, when I moved down here, it was really nice. Believe it or not, the neighborhood we moved into, it was always a dream of my ex-wife to live in that neighborhood when she was little. Yeah, he said nothing in life is free. Yeah, it's okay, man, to get what you want, but don't get in her way, man. You got to understand what's going on over there. And people don't really understand. You're not going to understand it till you finally get over there. And you see some stuff. Jason's over there now, he'll tell you. Because you tell people like, man, you don't have to spend that much money. Why are you sending all that money over there? And when you finally get over there, you're going to be like, what in the world? I mean, they live real simple lives, man. When you run into a woman over there that's talking about money like that, man, it's a big red flag. That's just straight out asking you for money, man, you better run. Because they all want money, but they're not going to ask you for it. It's an unspoken agreement. He said, Cal, you used to the ill ones speaking English versus Messiah. Oh, the little ones, yeah. Right. Now, Booby will speak English to me and Messiah to Maryland and everybody else. But sometimes she'll say something to me in Messiah and I don't know what she's saying. Like, she knows what it is for pillow and blanket. And I'll be like, well, what is she saying, Maryland? She said, give it a blanket. But most of the time, she speaks to me in English and then speaks to them in Messiah. It's amazing, man. What's up, Amporo Majala from Cebu here. That's one of my favorite places, man. Cebu. I used to live in Cebu before it became the monster that it is now. I lived there in 2010. It was just coming up to being the place it is now. IT Park was nothing. You could count the buildings in IT Park in 2010. I actually they had a marathon. They had a 5K, what's the next one? A 21K, which is half marathon, and 42K, which is the full marathon. I ran the 5K in IT Park. That shows you there was nothing there at that time. The traffic, there was no big traffic jams like it is now. He said, I don't need it every day anymore, but when I want it, you better set that shit up, he said. Well, it just depends on who you are. And you know what I'm saying? I'm saying biologically, men want it every single day. It's just the way nature planned it. But the woman really only wants it 7 days. That causes a lot of problems. And I was watching a video yesterday where a woman, she was a gynecologist, and she was talking about uh, menopause, and she was talking about 40% of women have extreme um, symptoms. It feels like somebody's stabbing them when they're having sex. So that's the reason why they don't want to have sex. And that's why a lot of 50 and 60-year-old women are getting divorced. But then she said, there's a solution to that. But women don't know. She said because of the 40% of the women who have those extreme symptoms, only 20% of them will even seek any help. The other ones don't. So they'll end up getting a divorce. He said 1,000 pesos is a lot. Don't do that. He says, I had 111,000 pesos on arrival day, but stowed it away as soon as I got the chance. That's a lot over here. That's a lot over there, I mean. That's about $2,000. Well, not quite, but almost. That's the type that, that's life-changing money over in the Philippines, but we don't understand it. I can't seem to get through to people. If you give a woman 100,000 pesos, man, first of all, the women we deal with, I'm saying, they're never going to come up with that money at one time. Never. They'll never be able to save it. Unless, they just got out of college, they don't have any children, and they go into work. And then it's going to be hard because they're just going to help the family back in the province or wherever, in Squatters or whatever. But to have 100,000 pesos, which to you is less than $2,000, it's about $1,600. See, that's when you start messing up. That calculator going off in your head. That's only 1,600. No, it's 100,000 pesos. Merlin already told y'all. 10,000 pesos is a lot of money to us. Merlin said that, not me. She said to have 10,000 at one time, free and clear, no bills to pay or anything like that. She said it's very few people she know that's got it like that. But when I tell y'all that, you don't believe it. So you sending a woman 10,000 every month or every 2 weeks or something. Raymond said, how much does it cost to give some money to a company and start building a house? Well, it just depends on how much you want to spend on the house. They usually require 1/3 down. When I built my house over there for 20,000, which was $1 million at that time, 1 million pesos at the time, he wanted 6,000 down. So I gave him 300,000 pesos down. And they'll, pay salaries, buy equipment, everything, materials with that. Once that's gone, now he's going to want something else. So you give him what you got. I had another 300,000. And then on the back end, I gave him 200,000 and 200,000. So it just depends on how much your house is going to cost. But I'm telling you, it doesn't cost a lot. Even today, man, if you go over there, I don't understand. Why would you build a big house over in the Philippines? First of all, okay, everybody knows, because it's a big argument. Oh, you can't own land and this and that. Okay, so if you know that going in, right, and everybody knows that, then why are you spending $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 on a house over there when you can simply look what Serrano did. Look what I did. He's going to spend less than me. But he's building his house himself. But I had a whole engineer, which is a contractor over there. This guy's one of the top engineers, and certainly on Negroes Island. And I was able to build the house, everything, labor, equipment, for 20,000. You gotta understand it costs less because he made a profit. So why are y'all doing that? That's your Western thinking. I'm telling you, you don't have to do it. Oh, you want to buy, you're so caught up in this, I want to own something. So you buy the condominium, you get in a little cracker box condominium that I promise you, this bedroom right here is bigger than most condominiums that I've stayed in, and they want 5, 7, 10 million for them. Don't invest any more that you can walk away from. You could take 12 to 15,000 US dollars and build you a nice house. So many men are doing it now. They're coming to their senses. There's a guy on Lady. I keep telling y'all, put that in the search of the final cost for building a house in the Philippines. You're gonna see this guy. He's on his face on there. He's got the final cost. He spent. See what he spent for 1.7 million pesos. I guess that would be about $24,000 or something. His house, my house is about 54 to 56 square meters. His is 70 square meters. But he used much more expensive stuff, and everything on his house. And you see what you can get. You don't have to do that. I don't know why we're doing it. It's the Joneses again. We don't bring the Joneses with us when we come to the Philippines. Keeping up with the Joneses. What's up, Greg? He said, hey, Cal, stay warm, bro. Changing climates can shock your body. Yeah, try not to get sick. Yeah, it does it to me every time. I'm congested now. But I'm going to start back working out, walking and running. It's supposed to warm up a little bit this weekend. Because I don't get sick, man. Only when I make the trip. Yeah, man. That damn wake-up call. You probably don't know unless you've experienced it, man. Just imagine that Filipino tune up every single day. I mean, any way you want it. You're just not used to that, man. And then you come over here, then it goes from you running at full speed, and then it's like hitting a brick wall. You just stop. There's nothing there. It's hard. I've only been here when it's not even 3 days yet. And it's a wake-up call, man. And Merla was shocked when she saw me doing all that. Cooking, cleaning, and all that. Because that's what she normally does. They don't think you can do that stuff. They feel offended when you try to come over there and do it. They're like, hold on, that's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, so it's in business class, you can sleep through the boring part. I can't sleep in an uncomfortable coach seat. I was on Delta, that big A330-900, and it was 4 seats in the row, but I was on one end, the other guy was on the other end. We really had 2 seats to ourselves, but you cramp, man. It's just boring, really. I mean, you lucky if you can get into a good documentary. See, I was watching ESPN documentary called 26.2 to Life, where these, I think it's San Quentin, these inmates in San Quentin, they train to run the marathon. And guess what they call themselves? The 1,000-mile club. Because by the time they get out, that's their goal, is to run 1,000 miles. It's really, really interesting. But it was only 1 hour and 26 minutes. So then I had to find something else. But if you can find that, I think it's on HBO, I'm not sure. But it's 26.2 to Life. And a lot of those guys, they got life for things they do. And a couple of the people that were in the documentary, they showed them getting out of prison eventually. It's good. It's really good. So that kind of got me started. But I don't like Delta, man. I don't like Delta. Their equipment is old. It rattles all the time. It's totally different. Man, when I came over to the Philippines in 2018, I was on Cathay Pacific. The plane never rattled one time. The seatbelt sign did not come on for 15 hours, man, okay? It was the smoothest flight I've ever had. This flight, the man, before we even took off, he said, yeah, well, I'm going to have the flight attendants remain seated. Even when we reach our altitude, because I expect rough weather. Man, for about the first hour, man, it was rough. And then finally smooth out, and then every now and then you get a little shudder. But that damn Seattle to Chicago, man, it's the reason I don't like to fly. Hey, Corey, thanks for the super chaser. Guys, everything in life is rented. You don't own nothing and can't take it with you when you die. But Americans, man, we got something about owning. We got to own it. Oh, they own me all the time. Oh, you can't own land over there. Okay, you don't own land over here. Okay, big deal. Okay, but I can build that house. I don't have rent. I haven't paid rent. It's going on 4 years, man. You know how much money I've saved by not paying rent? I've got my money back. Sometimes you got to take the risk. No risk, no rewards. No balls, no blue chips. But if you think I'm just going to go over there and just sit around and not accomplish anything, that's not me. I want to have something. Man, when I lost my house here, man, y'all don't know, man. You don't know how hard I worked. I'm a recovering dope fiend. You don't know how hard I worked to build my credit up, just to save the money up, just to get in a position to buy a house. I came from farther back than normal people. And then to lose it like that, okay, when I lost it, I made a promise. I don't know how, when, or where, but I'm going to build a house and no one's ever going to take it from me. And I've done that. Technically, I don't own it. But spiritually, I own that damn thing. That was my money to build that house. So, mission accomplished. See, I set goals like that. I'm not going into it. That's being petty. Yeah, if I'm going to go over there and do like some of these guys, spending all that money over there for them houses, then now I'm going to get me a lawyer. I'm going to make sure my investment is protected some kind of way. I'm going to marry the woman. I'm going to have some type of vested interest in that property. But when you going over there, you spending 10, 15, 20,000, which a lot of men are coming to their senses. They're doing that. And the woman's just over the moon. Man, do y'all know who we dealing with over there? They're happy to have their own place. We don't want to. Man, a friend of mine, he bought the woman a 6-bedroom, 6-bath house. It's his money, but I'm saying, I don't know. I just don't know, man. That raises the stakes for everybody else, first of all. He said, what's your email, Cal? Did you put it up, Jacob Tanjay? I missed it. But it's CALROACH1 if you got a plan, man, if you set some goals, you can really set yourself up overseas in certain places. Not just in the Philippines. I just rep the Philippines because that's where I was able to make my dreams come true. It doesn't mean it's the best place for everybody, but it was the best place for me. Because all that infrastructure and stuff like that doesn't affect me and the life I'm trying to live over there. I never heard the infrastructure argument before. All those years I was coming to the Philippines before I had my YouTube channel, no one ever talked about the infrastructure. It was always, some things that they would talk about. We're going to find something to complain about. But the infrastructure was never in the discussion. And for the people who are thriving over there now, it's no problem. You don't be thinking about an infrastructure when she's changing your damn oil. Okay? I'm just being honest. You're not thinking about that. And then once guys get what they want, see, those are the ones who start talking bad about the Philippines. Oh, it's so bad. Now I'm going to Thailand. I'm going to Vietnam. Yeah, because you done got what you wanted. Okay? When you went over there, you was bad like everybody else. Now all of a sudden, you done forgot where you came from. Now the Philippines isn't good enough for you. Those are people I don't like. But guess what? They end up taking the Filipino with them. Okay, they taking a part of the Philippines with them everywhere they go. But yeah, have some type of goal in man. Don't just go over there and sit and ride away. Those guys, look at what's his name, Justin. He's got a diving business over there. You know, it's something he loves to do that he could make that dream a reality in the Philippines. You know how much it would cost you to open up a diving school and all that over here in America? It would probably be impossible for him. But he was able to do it there. And that's all I'm talking about. He says, facts, Corey Moore. Yeah, but we got something with that. We want to own it, you know. And so when you come over here, that's, oh, you don't own it. Yeah, I own it. I own it. I know whose money that was, who built that house. I watched every hollow block being placed in that house. Okay, my blood, sweat, and tears, my heart and soul is in that house. So you can never say it's not mine. And okay, if it's taken away, guess what? I do it again. Because I'm not gonna pay any rent, man. I want as little stress as possible in my fourth quarter. There's people dropping like flies over here. I told you, two of my childhood friends died, man. The same couple of days from each other. Let's see, one died on Sunday, and then one died on Monday. The girl was 61, same age as me. We grew up together, went to elementary school together. And then the man, he was 63. He was 2 years older than me. You know, because some guy was like, oh, time away would do you some good, man. Come on. I was like, dude, we don't know how much time we got left. I said, I hope you're right, but I don't know how much time I got left. I'm in the fourth quarter. I'm on borrowed time, man. My father died at 61. My mother died at 62. He said, I didn't have the energy to walk those steps. And crazy sexy. Let's see. He said, some of these Gen Zers are lost, lazy, drugged out zombies. Yeah, something's going on, Frank. It's so many young people just walking around aimless. They ain't even trying to hide it. You know, when you on crack, see, they using a different drugs today. When you on crack, you in a house somewhere, you hidden around. The world can't see you. But when you out here on this fentanyl and heroin and these opioids, you just walking around looking stupid, falling asleep, mid conversation, and you know it looks bad. And you young, but when I saw those long food pantry lines, that shocked me, man. That was really a shock to me. Those kids were young, man. I'm like, damn. Who is this Pt.2 Nunez, man? Watch this guy, or girl, whoever it is. Hey, I need travel. Thanks for that super chat. He said only losers want it for free. He said level up, man. Man, you'd be shocked, man, what a little bit of willingness would do for you over there. You'll have a life you never knew existed. But if you want to be cheap and you want to bring that, you know, macho attitude over there, I can get something for nothing. Okay. You're not going to have it as good as some of those guys have it over there. Yeah, you gone, dude. I done tried to be nice to you. Discerning Dad said, what happened with Dexter and Jim? He moved back to the U.S., said Philippines was not good for him. Well, he just came back. See, he's one of the guys who's trying to help y'all. But all people want to do is make fun of him. He's showing you his real life. And if you watch those videos and you listen to him, it might be funny, some of the stuff he say, but you can learn a lot from him from videos like him. Well, he's not trying to, oh, where to find Filipinas and the best Filipina and this and that. He's just telling you the problems he ran into over there. And he ran into a lot of them. But I think him and his wife's trying to work it out, which I would if I was him. He's married to the woman. And, excuse me, he's got a lot of money invested over there. But, he did a lot. Look, guys, he was only over there 15 months. It's too much what he did. But it's because y'all don't listen. He's acting like he never seen a YouTube video ever in his life about expats living in the Philippines. He made every mistake you can make. But now he's sharing it with you. But people, instead of them listening and saying, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do this, this, and this, but I ain't going to do that. They make fun of the man. Oh, it's a train wreck. No, this guy, man. If you see his house in America, he's got a nice ass house. I think he builds houses or something. I mean, he ain't no dummy for real. He's just a real guy. He's sort of like me. He just wears it on his sleeve. But he made a lot of mistakes, man. But I could see him because, I've been over there for a long time. I could see him. I'm like, dude, make every mistake in the book that you can make. And that's the ones you're going to learn from. You're not going to learn from these guys who never do anything wrong. They haven't been in the Philippines long enough to stump their toe. And y'all sit there on every damn video they make. Like, dude, you ain't been there for 6 months, 2 years. That's nothing. You're still on your honeymoon in the Philippines in 2 years. Wait till you be over there 5, 6, 10 years or something like that. Okay? Then you can tell me something. Guys are over there, telling you how to get women. They don't even have a woman. I'm getting tired of that. It's certain people, I just keep going. I keep scrolling. I'm not going to troll them. I'm not going to put them down, but I don't want to listen to nothing you guys say. Show me the women you talking about. Show us how to get that. I even saw Alex living abroad. Now, y'all think I pick on Alex, but nah, he's a friend of mine. He's telling people how to meet Filipinos now. Dude, you don't have a woman. Show us your woman then. But he's got a lot more guts than me. I'm not going to walk up to strangers and ask them. But, at least he did have Palm. At least, he had her. But some of these guys, man, I'm not even going to name them. I don't have to name them. You see it. You ain't going to tell me where to find a woman and how to find a woman, the best women, or how to keep them and all this. And where's your woman? See, that's the bullshit I'm talking about. Yeah, he said Jim got himself in a hot mess. Yeah, with Dexter and 4 kids. But he's smart enough. He's going to do something about it. He said he's going to make that house. Now, I want to see this. This will keep people watching. He said he's going to make a 3-story piggery out of it. Man, he don't know the Philippines. You see, he hasn't been there long enough. Those people will burn that house down. If he thinks he's going to bring all that noise because I got a piggery right across from me. But, I don't know how many pigs is over there because every now and then you will hear them on my videos. They'll be feeding them. But, man, and I guess because of that fence, I can't smell them. Marilyn says she smells them. I can't smell them. But, I mean, those pigs, that's nasty work, man, okay? And he's talking about, because he's only got a handful of them now that they taking care of. You talking about making 3 stories out of that house he made of a piggery? Yeah, right. Filipinos will burn that house down, okay? That house will come burning down. He said she walk around with a big old dam about to get busted in the head. Yeah, that's what happens. But it saves them because they don't know if it's real or not, guys. They don't know. What's up, George? He said, welcome back. Hey, thank you. He said, Brother Cal, these guys are sending major money to the LDR. Yeah, they're not listening. And it's okay. It's their money. If they think they're ruining the girls, what they're doing. They're ruining their chance of keeping her humble and everything. It's okay to take care of somebody. but they're doing way too much. Remember, I told you the friend of mine. I consider him a friend. He's from Kentucky. He sent the woman 100,000 to hold for him until he got to the Philippines. Now, why? Can't you hold the money yourself? Why are you gonna send this woman? She's 19 years old, by the way. He's 70. She's 19. He sends 100,000. Hold this for me till I get there. The minute she probably created the argument. The minute they got in the argument, he said she jumped out of the taxi and kept running. He said, well, where's my money? She jumped out of the taxi and took off running. You don't do it. Man, 100,000, you're going to ruin that girl, man. 19 from the province and never seen 100,000. There's no telling what she going to do with that money. She going to waste it. That's for sure. But yeah, what's up, Don Ridgeway? Yeah, I made it back, man. I was watching the Louisville basketball team, man. That Kenny Payne, they really made. I used to take up for Kenny Payne, but now that this new guy came in here and turned the program around in 1 year, I'm like, Kenny Payne, what were you doing? Were you some type of agent that they send in here to burn the Louisville program down? This man, turned around the Louisville program in 1 year. I mean, he had the same resources as you, the same facilities, the same logo across the front. And I'm like, man, did you do that on purpose? Because he walks around now, Kenny Payne, you see him, he's in Arkansas now, like nothing ever happened. Dude, you'll never get another head coaching job again. Never. They won't even hire you to teach basketball in the Philippines. You can't get a job in China, man. You destroyed the program so bad. He's walking around like nothing ever happened with that little funny look on his face. Alpina, what's up? He said, you ban a Filipino gold and diamond ring from the province or the squad reserve, she going to go slang that ring. Absolutely. The minute you get, she's going to come up with, I think that was a problem Jim had. I think he said his girlfriend must have pawned the ring. I don't know his wife and got it back or whatever it was. I've already played that game before. I told y'all it's going to happen. She's from the province. I spent $23,000 back in 2009. Now add inflation on to that and all that. You're probably talking about 50,000. That K that the minute that the plane took off, before it even reached its altitude, she done ran and pawned the damn thing for 5,000 pesos. But y'all won't listen. So when I finally land, the first conversation we had, I lost the ring. What? What do you mean you lost it? Until I finally got to admit, oh no, I didn't want to tell you I had to pawn it and to do this, I do that, right? That's okay. So when I come back over like a month or two later, I get the ring out. And when I got back home, I said, okay, well, it's over. And I never got it out. Because y'all don't believe that 5,000 pesos is a lot of money. You don't believe 10,000 is. Because in your mind, oh, Cal, that's only $168. Now it's 10,000 pesos. They have to work like a Hebrew slave. 8, 10, 12 hours a day for the whole month to earn that. And you just hand it to her. Yeah, he said, pawn that mofo and get some damn Jollibee. I don't know. I think they like just, having it and having the money, showing off and stuff. I don't know. I just know that I've come to respect the people and the culture over there. I can understand what goes through their minds a little bit better than before in 2009. You're talking about it's almost 16, next month will be 16 years, but a lot hasn't really changed though. People are still really, really struggling over there, but they've got a lot of pride, man. They'll go to the Okay store and buy a shirt for 20 pesos, a pair of jeans for 50 pesos, and they'll wash it, iron it, man, look like new money. But we do a lot of damage giving them all that kind of money, man. It's levels to it. Just let her earn it. Make sure that she's, worthy of all this new lifestyle you're going to give her. Isn't it enough that you take her out of the province to a new condominium with aircon and hot shower and a real mattress and all that? She eating everything, going everywhere with you. Isn't that good enough in the beginning? Why are you guys doing so much? You raising the stakes for everybody else is what you're doing. Because they seeing it. They seeing the little Maria got that brand new motorcycle. Hell, and she's telling everybody, he bought it. I've only known him for, 1 month. He bought me this motorcycle already. They want the same damn thing. He said, I couldn't agree more, Cal. There's a difference between treating your woman and splurging on her to make false impressions. He said, much blessings. Yeah, that's all we're doing. I'm trying to impress a woman that it takes so little to impress. Now, I'm going to say this, man. If you don't hear nothing else, because I'm going to be on here for a little bit longer, but if you don't hear nothing else that I say, listen to this. You're going to impress her more by you coming over here. Just, buying a ticket, getting on the plane, coming over here, fulfilling that promise, than anything else you're going to do. Because she don't believe you coming. That's the whole goal is for her to get you over there. So many men make that promise, man, they never come. Okay? They like that, but they don't understand what you have to go through, but they give you respect for that. They'll appreciate that more than will that old 10,000 pesos you're sending over there and you're not there. She wants you to, put arm in arm and walk around and show out. You still a big deal over there. Don't let anybody tell you you're not. You are. You're still a big deal over there. Everybody doesn't have a foreigner over there. The foreigners aren't falling out of trees like people want you to think. They're just not. A woman would be, man, it's like hitting the lottery for her to get a man to come over there. That's why they're so happy. Man, they're so happy, man. And that's why they do all the stuff that they do. She can't believe it. She's been chatting with you. Now all of a sudden you there in person. Man, y'all better listen to me. Madoff said, Cal, I have a tremendous amount of respect for your woman because you speak to us the same way if she's around or not. Salute to her. Well, because Maryland knows. Maryland's real. And they all are like that, though. Okay? We think they're stupid. They already know the game. It's nothing new that they're hearing from me. Y'all hearing is new. Nothing that they've seen it all before. They have more horror stories than I have, way more. Merlin was the one that told me about the woman who was pregnant. The man comes over here. She's already pregnant. He ends up, going back. They had the freak off. She blew his mind. He goes back, files the visa. While he's gone, she gets an abortion. So he never, ever knows she was pregnant to begin with. But she's had several men in America now. We don't be around them long enough to get to know the women. That's how, you owe that to yourself. Am I with the right woman? If all the sacrifice I'm making, is it for naught? Because a lot of times it is, because we jump on the first train smoking. But yeah, Merlin's a real one, but they all are, man. We get unlucky over there. I told y'all those women are tough as nails. You couldn't handle what they go through on a daily basis. You couldn't do it. They're not these, we put on the gloves and everything. We so gentle with them, man. And, man, these women cut you in half, man. If you only knew for real. They're great actors, man. These guys over there, I got this province woman. They want a woman for the province. Yeah, she's doubly hard. She's doubly tough. than the normal Filipino. But they think, oh, she's naive, she's stupid, she's backwards and barefoot. Yeah, right. You better know what you're doing dealing with them problems, women, man. Because trust me, they're gonna make sure you do everything you say you're gonna do. They're the ones they're gonna run to the authorities quick on your ass before the rest of them, because those are the ones they got to go back to the province. If you screw them over, now the whole province knows. They're gonna make sure they're gonna put your feet to the fire. So you see these guys with these province girls, and yeah, it's all good when it's good. Let it go bad. Let it go bad. Yeah, let it go bad. He said, I went to Frankfurt every payday to be with the girls from all over the world. I would ask them where they were from first. I remember the only time I really, in the service, it's been a few times, but that I really went to a brothel, it was in England. It was either Portsmouth, England. Yeah, it was in Portsmouth, England, because when we went to London, we didn't stay in London long enough. But they really had a red light district. And the taxi driver would take you in the area. He said, yeah, all the houses with the red lights, they got women in them. And usually the women are in the window. And it was the only real pleasant experience I had, because the woman, it wasn't like the wham bam, thank you, ma'am. This woman, it was like uh, a routine or something, She didn't just, it wasn't just, okay, let's just take your clothes off. I'm going to take mine off. And then she kind of warmed me up, and I was able, to perform, because normally I can't perform on the clock. But in Portsmouth, England, that was the only time I've ever really did it like that. Now, Rio de Janeiro is different. Colombia is different. It's wild when I was there. But I'm talking about, actually, that's why I don't do it. I've never done it. I don't come from a culture that, my brothers, I had 5 brothers. They just didn't get down like that. We didn't go to strip clubs and all that. There's nothing wrong with it. We just didn't do it like that. So I feel uncomfortable. They took me to Magic City, 1990. Man, I was like a fish out of water. Them guys, they going up there with money in their mouth, putting it in the woman between her legs, because they stark naked. They were naked. They wouldn't have nothing on then. And I just, he said, I need a good cook, a good lover, and a great cooperative partner. The 3 P's, yeah, it's missing in the West. Well, you certainly going to get it there. But remember, don't get in her way of getting what she wants, okay? Because if you got it in there in an agreement, you're going to nail it down in the beginning. If you're smart, you're going to do it when you're chatting. Okay, I'm coming over there. If you can do it real subtle, okay? Are you going to go on vacation with me? And you know what that means. There's only one hotel room. I'm not buying one hotel room for you and one for me. They know what you mean, And then, you get into particulars when you get here. Don't be making them promises on it, but you nail that down. Look, while we're going on vacation, when I get there, we're going to meet me at the airport or at the hotel or whatever. Then we're going to Baraka or whatever. If she's there, she knows what's going on. And then when you get there, it's like, okay, I want a tune-up, I want the oil change, and I want the lube job. And by that time, yeah, she's so excited because you actually there. And she's going to agree to anything. And then, if you're a decent human being on top of that, you're going to take the care of the woman and all of that. He said, yeah, choice words from Booby. He said, start with a pair of sandals and some ice cream. What's up, Angelo? Rizzuto, he says, hey, are you the guy that used to live in Ube? He said, we need to get that pack. He said, damn. And though Raleigh grew so fast, Cebu is it. Yes, he said thought Raleigh grew so fast. Yeah, Cebu grew fast. I mean, Cebu really is a nice city, you know. If you coming over there to get acclimated, it's not a bad place. And if you like the beaches, you know, the beaches all over, 2-3 hours away. What's up, Matt Bassett? But thank y'all, man, for all your super chats, super stickers, all your thumbs up, all your support. I'm congested, man. I'm gonna need to drink some tea. And like I said, I'm gonna work out in the morning. That's gonna help. But yeah, I'm back to reality, man. And, you know, the wake up call. I'm no longer in the Philippines. I'm no longer in paradise, man. I'm back in the matrix. I got to do everything myself. There's not a woman there to do everything for me now. If I want to eat, I got to cook myself. I got to wash my clothes. I got to clean. I got to do it all, man. Because I'm back in the matrix, you know. There's no woman there laying in the bed with, you know, in a nice G-string and no bra in the bed. See? That's how I like it. That's part of my agreement. Okay? Because Merlin used to wear regular underwear. I said, no, you got to wear G-strings now. And I don't want you wearing a bra to bed. For what? There's none of that here. The weather, man, is gray and gloomy out there. It's supposed to go up to 72 on Tuesday. Well, hell, it's not Tuesday. I'm used to 85-degree weather. You know, but I'm going to, you know, I can adapt, man. I guarantee you that. He says, hey, Uncle OG, you see how the withdrawals is beating you down? Yeah, you know, because you can't miss what you never had. But once you had it, man, it becomes an addiction like that. You grow accustomed to it. You expect that kind of treatment every day. I mean, when I come home, see, that's why I got a maid over there. I call her a helper. I don't like to call them maids. But when I come home, everything is spick and span. You know, when y'all see me and I show y'all the back of my house and it's kind of, you know, everything's all over the place because she's not there. She's left. When she comes there, man, you can eat off the floor. I've gotten used to that. You know, I don't do anything over there. All Maryland does is bring me the bills. They deliver the bills to you over there at your house. And I just pay them. And that's all. That's my job. That's all I do. It's so simple, man. I mean, it's just so simple. So if I wanted to, hey, I just put the clothes out. Here, Maryland, while I'm in the shower, could you iron these for me? Boom. Because I don't like anybody ironing, you know. You got to be a good one to iron my clothes. Merlin knows how to iron my clothes. You know, or whatever it is. You know, the minute I get up, you know, what do you want for breakfast? You know, and they already in there cooking it. When I, you know, get up, you know, the mother's already got, this is crazy, man. Y'all think I'm joking. People can bear witness to this. When I get up and go in and get my coffee, the mother already has my cup. I got a special cup. Nobody else touches the cup. I didn't tell them don't touch it. They don't touch it. She got the cup there, the spoon, the coffee, everything. All I got to do is plug in the damn water, and she'll plug that in. If I asked her to, all I got to do is plug in the water. It's all done. Then at night, she knows after dinner, I drink my tea. She's already got the honey in there. She's already squeezed the lemon. This is her mother. Okay? Got the two, because I use 2 tea bags. All I got to do is plug in the damn water. You become spoiled to that kind of stuff, man. I mean, you don't want to miss that not one day. That's the whole difference. That's the whole cultural differences. It is a culture difference. There is more to living in the Philippines besides women. Man, that lifestyle I live over there, it's like I'm a king for real compared to what I would live over here. Under my best circumstances over here, I still got to do everything myself. I mean, it's just not something I was used to. You got to get used to that stuff because you feel embarrassed like, well, hey, why isn't everybody else eating? Well, you eat first. and they don't go near the food until you're done. So, so I got to the point where I said, okay, I know how to fix this. I go in my room. So the minute I go in my room with my plate, now you hear all the booms, everybody else is getting their food. But that's their culture. I can't change it. Hey, what's up, Michael? He says it's crazy that men will send money to scammers but won't support this great channel. Hey, thank you, brother, man. I appreciate all your support. It's just something in men. We want to, we want to make that impression. But I told you, the only real impression you're going to make on the woman is to come over there. Because nothing starts until you come. You can send all the money you want. She may want to leave that place. You got to come over there for her to accomplish that. But the party don't start till you get there. It all starts once you get on the plane and get over there. Other than that, man, it's just a bunch of talk. She going to tell you whatever she wants, whatever you want to hear. It's not real until your boots on the ground. Then you're going to see every video you watch is going to start making sense. You're going to know which videos to watch and which ones not to watch. You don't know that now. You're just watching based on the title and what they're talking about. You don't know, like I do, that these guys they're full of shit. You don't know, but you'll know when you get over there. You'll know. And that's what you want to do. That's what I try to show you, the real thing. Like, okay, here it is. Here's what it is. More than likely, this is how you're going to be living over there. Here's some things you can do. It's what I did. And it worked for me. But the thing is, man, we got to quit hiding, guys, when we come over there. Start connecting, making some connections, man, networking. The meet and greet is the best way to network. Not just my meet and greets, wherever they got a meet and greet. Angeles City, people talk about Angeles City, man, that's a good place for new men. Because there's a lot of foreigners there, man. I mean, a lot. And they can help you, man. When I went to that meet and greet, when I had a meet and greet in Angeles City, man, guys, these were the smartest expats I've ever met. They knew everything. They knew where you needed to go to get whatever it was you were trying to get done. That's what you need. Okay, the woman's going to be there. Stop making her the focus. Man, y'all crazy, man. But you're not going to realize that till you get over there. The woman's going to be there. Okay? You got to learn everything else, though. There's very little she's going to be able to teach you. Most of the women that you're going to deal with over there, they never been anywhere before. They've never even been to Manila before. They never even been to Cebu before. So why are you depending on her for everything? Yeah, she's going to be in the dugout with you, to kind of, make sure you don't, get scammed. And she's going to be the liaison. She's important. But you got a lot to learn when you move to a place like the Philippines because you don't understand the language. So you starting out behind the 8 ball. You think you're just going to run over there and take over a country where you can't even understand the language? You don't even know where the problems is coming from. You too busy looking for people to speak, that thinking they're going to speak English. They're speaking Chabacano, Visayan, Tagalog, Ilonggo. It's so many they're speaking over there. But thank y'all so much. I appreciate all y'all support, man. Take care. I'll see y'all next time. I'm going to have my meet and greet. Probably, I'm going to be looking for a place over the weekend. So once I find it, I'm going to put it like 2 weeks out. Because I want as many people to come as possible because, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. And this is where my support is anyway, in the States. It's very few people over there. Y'all don't understand, man. When you get over there, man, you part of the 8,000 Mile Club. That's a unique club, man. That's not a big club. Okay? Take care.